Hello ladies and gentlemen, hope you're doing well. I'm in a very special place here in the east of England with a very special person who I'll introduce you to in a second. And there he is, Craig. How you doing, my man?
How's it going, my dude?
Yeah,
good
really
to see you again.
you.
Long time no see.
It's been ages, hasn't it? It's been too long. I'm looking forward to this little camp with you.
Buzzing, mate. Let's do it, man.
What
Got a shelter to build.
Let's get going.
Let's go, brother.
Awesome, dude.
Yo.
So it's really nice to be here with Craig. I haven't seen him in ages. It's been about 8 months now since we last camped together. So very overdue. I'm just going to get my ridgeline, really nice quality cord this. It's got no core, so it's good and strong. I'm going to suspend that between these two Douglas firs, get the wax canvas thornhill tarp attached to it, and then going to give Craig a little hand building his shelter. Let's see what he's up to in a second. I always like to use a Siberian hitch for this. It's quite a common one, and obviously Ray Mears was the person who I learnt this off. So you go over with your hand, you have the loose end, your working end on this side, round the tree. You wrap that round your fingers, point down, lift it round. You grab the tail then with these two fingers and pull it through. And that is an Evenk hitch or a Siberian hitch. There we have it. I'm just going to get out my knives. I've got the Evo Pro made by Josh, really good bit of kit. My saw and the Kiradashi by Wilderways. Always feels good to get the knife on when you get back into the woods. One of my favourite parts. Feel complete as an Anglo-Saxon with the blade on my belt. In fact, I've already got 2 bits of paracord here that I just cut to make some prushuks to just tension out my tarp onto the ridgeline, so I'll show you that now. I'm going to do a prushuk knot on this ridgeline to keep this tension on this tarp nice and out. Really simple way of doing it. So just get an open-ended bit of cord. So you've got your 2 tails loose, go over the line. You can go either way depending on what side you're going from. I'm going from this side, so I'll go through, pass the 2 tails through the loop, go again, pass it through the loop, pull the 2 tails, and you've got this slip joint now with the 2 tails kind of poking out. Obviously the 2 tails you can then wrap one around and tie that off like a little knot. And then as you pull that prushuk back, that will self-tension and help tighten your top, which is perfect. So like so, I can give that a real good tug and you can see how tight that is now. So because I need to make some pegs now to peg this out on each corner, it's really nice how the sun shines through it, really illuminates it. But I'm going a bit off topic. Wanted to show you this, a really lovely Grand's Force mini splitting hatchet. I picked this up at Lavaux on the farm off a chap from Wales. He's an absolute gent. Only cost me £100 second hand and it's hardly been used. And it's just beautiful. So I'm going to go and take this, harvest some timber, make 2 pegs, and then get the rest of my kit set up and get cracking with the day. Found this lovely fallen ash. It's an absolute beast. So going to use that to chop some pegs on. And there's actually a few branches here which I think will be perfect. Something like this. Only need something like that to go through. Nice and simple. There we are. A few cuts, a few quick, simple pegs. That'd be perfect. So I've just got that folded now as a primitive kind of ground sheet. My tarp and my sleeping bag, bivvy bag can go on top of that and I'm all set. So we've just been cutting a ridge pole for Craig's shelter. We're putting up some little stands for him now. My shelter's all set up like you saw, so I'm just giving him a hand. He's going for a kind of lean-to made out of all the kind of dead pine that we've got around, which is awesome. I always love shelter builds and Craig does some fantastic ones. You can hear him sawing behind me. And yeah, it's really nice to be here with you guys and obviously him. We're going to get the fire going just to have a bit of lunch. We've got some hot dogs to cook, so we'll fry them up and then get some food in us because the shelter build's pretty energetic work, isn't it, Craig?
Yeah.
Literally.
It's nice using a new saw blade though, man.
I can imagine.
Man? It's been lovely having just, you know, it just glides through it, man.
It's like butter, isn't it?
It is, mate.
It's literally like butter. It makes the job so much easier. When you've got a blunt saw, you're just like, why did I choose to build a shelter?
It was only right, first thing to do with a new blade.
That's it, christen it with a shelter build.
That's it, man.
Nice and quick. I do love pine. Goes up so easy. So we've got the fire going, we've got a cast iron skillet courtesy of Craig, and I've brought along these amazing hot dogs, berner sausages. They are hot dogs wrapped in bacon and stuffed with Emmental cheese. So they're going to go down an absolute treat. We've got some baguette to put those in. I hope you're hungry, Craig.
I'm hungry, dude.
So we've got some baguette to have with it. I've just ripped it in half. It had broken, so it's got a tiny little break at the top there. And I'm just going to cut this in half for these hot dogs to go in, because they're about done now. Straight in there as we're men of the woods. We don't mind a bit of glove.
Salt of the earth.
That's going to be amazing. Always a banging sauce for a camp with a friend. I won't use loads, I'll just
Put as much on there as you
a little
want.
sparingly. There you are, my man.
Thank you.
No worries. Excited for this.
Thank you very much, my friend.
No worries, dude. Chin
Cheers.
chin.
Chin chin. That's a weapon, that is, mate. That's a weapon.
That's bigger than some of the logs we've used on your shelter.
Good choice on the bread as well.
No, it stays good camping it in, you know, like packing it in, sorry.
It was funny on the walk in. I was behind Liam and he just had this tiger roll French stick under his top flap. It's brilliant.
It's the way to do it, man.
Got a bit more graft to do yet though.
Oh yes, that's why this is good.
Fueling us. But we have made progress and that will come together quickly. There's so many dead standing trees around here, nice and straight.
Loads.
All we're doing is axing the nibs off.
So many of them are hung up as well, aren't they, already? So it's just a bit of management, really, to be honest, making it safer.
Yep.
Nice. Good boy. Me and Craig have been flat out since having lunch, just collecting dead standing timber, cutting it down to size, and now we have a shelter for Craig. It's come along amazingly. We've put a nice centre support in there of a Y, so it's all good and strong, and we're just going to have a little break because that was tough work. We've been going for hours now. My hands are covered in pine resin because I never wear my gloves and I always forget. I do sometimes, but you know how it is. So yeah, like I said, we'll have a little break, catch up with you guys soon. We're going to get the fire rip roaring because the light's probably going to draw in an hour or two. So I will see you very shortly. How's that?
It's not too bad, you know.
Yeah, comfy.
That's alright, that.
With a blanket, a few more boughs.
Yeah, maybe a few more for a bit more,
If we double
bit more
up.
comfort. Yeah, double up on that, because by the time they compress.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You want a bit of cushion?
Getting there though, that's looking wicked. That's
Yeah, buddy.
that'll do the job.
So the light's coming in, but we've been working hard getting these boughs on here, so it's a really thick bed there, really springy. It's going to really insulate Craig, so he's going to be in his wool mat under there, and we're going to get some boughs now to cover the top. There's no rain due, but it will just give a bit of protection just in case there's a little shower. So you can see how dark it's getting, guys. It's pitch black under there, which is really nice. It's going to be great and cozy for Craig. So you can see the back, how we thatched it, just with some boughs at the moment. We've got the fire rip roaring, and in a little while we're going to cook up some food. But we're just chilling out, having a little beer and catching up because it's been such a long while. Yeah, obviously thank you so much for watching so far. It's been a really eventful day building that shelter, and it's nice that it's going to keep progressing and Craig's going to work on it. So to start it with him is an absolute honour and a pleasure. So yeah, like I said, we're going to cook up some food very shortly. I've got Philly cheesesteak, tiger bread, some chili cheese, red onion, red pepper. So we're going to put that all inside that bread and just chow down. It's going to be absolutely lovely.
I'll be able to sleep on that.
Yeah, what do you reckon, mate?
That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Comfy?
Yeah, got a bit of springiness to it. Yeah, it's got some comfy positions. You can kind of dig your hips in between a couple of the branches, and then it's springy enough to not touch the floor.
Nice, I like that. You can find a little bit to settle in.
Pretty cool.
Can't wait to see it progress.
Thanks for the graft today, lad. We've done a good job, I reckon.
Mate, it's been awesome. So we've got a red pepper. Now I'm going to cook with the steak, which I'm going to cut nice and finely to make a nice Philly cheesesteak. So we've got the cast iron skillet. I'm going to put in the butter in the bottom. There's a little bit of bacon from earlier, which is going to really season that up, which is going to be nice. So put that there, and then I'm going to scrape this down into the pan and give that a good mix up once I've got the onion cut. So there's the pan, the onions going in now. We'll give that a good mix together and get that frying off, and when that's all fried together nice and well done, we'll make sure to melt some cheese over the top and put that all in the bun, split it in half, and it'll be a feast. Everything's on. I've just made a really primitive spatula out of this stick, taken all of the outside off of it. It's dead, so it's going to be fine for just stirring this around. And we've gone for Mexicana cheese. It's just a mild one, so there's not really any heat. It's more the flavour of chili, because I don't want to burn our mouths like the last time I did quesadillas, Craig.
Yeah. Oh, that was hot, wasn't it?
That was hot. So layer over the cheese. And a bit of good luck in the middle, in these corners. Big fat tiger loaf here, which I'm going to cut down the middle. Then we're going to slide that melted goodness into that, cut it straight down the middle, and then have the biggest burger we've ever eaten in our lives. Give that a little mix up. We've got a nice equal Philly cheesesteak. All of that melted goodness in it. And then Craig, in a second, I might need your help, I might not. We'll see how it goes.
What do you need?
I might need you to open the bun. I'll hold it open with one hand.
We can do that. Look at that, man.
That's how you do it. We sacrifice a little bit to the woods, but that's got to be done, so that'll go in the fire. And then cheers, lad.
You want Libby sauce?
I'll put a little bit on you, boy. Good old steaky D. Got to be done. What do you reckon, dude?
That's bang.
Yeah? That's tasty.
Delicious. Delicious, mate.
I tell you what. After a hard day's graft, that is what you need in the woods. So I'm just about to head into bed. Me and Craig had a lovely evening, just relaxing by the fire, catching up. It's been really good. So I'm gonna inflate the mat with the flex tail pump and then put it into the bivvy bag and sign out for the night. So yeah, really nice version 2, this one, bright orange. It's much smaller, has a bigger battery, and in fact comes with this little silicone shroud that you can put over the bottom, or the top rather, that has a light and turns it into a lantern. So a really handy bit of kit and a good upgrade, so really nice, and go check it out. That's all nice and pumped up. Obviously Craig's on the spruce boughs or the Douglas fir boughs, so this is real luxury for this camp. I've got my Corinthia Defence one, sleeping bag, a little pillow and a rabbit skin just over the top of that. This isn't one I've tanned, but I did do some tanning at the Wilderness and they came out just like this, so next time I'll be using that. I just picked up the wrong one. So I'm going to tuck that in and I'm going to get tucked in, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Oh, good morning, guys. Slept amazingly. Just going to get up, stretch legs, and then probably start with some breakfast shortly. You have a good sleep, Craig, mate?
I had a pretty good sleep. I tossed and turned a little bit because obviously it's not a comfy air mattress.
No, yeah, of course.
But yeah, and the blanket could come off me a few times. But yeah, generally, I mean, we had quite a lengthy sleep as well.
Oh mate, yeah.
Because it wasn't that late when we went to bed.
No, it was good. Must have slept for a good 9 hours, something like that.
Yeah, I feel rested, put it that way.
Yeah, definitely. Getting the bivvy bag all stuffed in, sleeping bag's all done, and that can get tucked away. That's my sleeping kit, all ready to go into my pack, which I'll do now. I'm going to pack away my main knife today, the Evo Pro. It's an amazing knife, really sharp, and it is a great tool, but I don't need it today because I'm not going to be doing too much. So I'm actually going to whip out the Kiradashi. Showed you that on my last video. It's a beautiful blade by Wilder Ways Bushcraft. So I'll just have that as my neck knife in case I need to do any cutting or prepping this morning. So we've got the coals nice for cooking now. I can bury the beans in there. I know people always say about the can, but plenty of other stuff going on. So we've got sausages, bacon, and some homegrown eggs from my new chicken. One of my new chickens anyway. And there's 2 strung up together for each of us. I love it. So here are the eggs. Got this awesome little carrier. And they're really nice white chicken eggs by Pepper, the new chicken in the flock. They're really hard shells. Beans astir.
I'll come and look lovingly at your cooking.
Yes, definitely. Move them beans out there on the stick. Looking good, eh, boy?
Looking tasty, mate. Come on.
So we're gonna heat up all the sausages and the egg so they don't overcook, have the beans, and then finish frying off the bacon just to get it nice and crispy. So I'm just gonna dig in. Little sausage. Tasty as. Put a spoon there as well for beans.
Do well, lad.
Pepper's egg.
Proper egg, mate. Yeah, boy.
We'll get that moss on in a bit, eh? What do you
Yeah,
reckon?
for sure, for sure. We'll try and get at least a layer on, shall we?
Yeah, I reckon so, mate. So it's been an absolutely beautiful trip here with Craig building that shelter. It's going to be really nice, like I said, to see it kind of evolve. Just wanted to take a little walk through this bit of woodland so you could see all of the deadfall everywhere. And that's basically what we've been using, all of this, what was dead standing, until we had a storm a few days ago that blew a lot down. So there's loads of this pine that's blown over. It's solid, very fresh, and we've just harvested the longer, thinner ends. There was a few bits of dead standing that was hung up as well, so we've cleared all of that up. But you can see it's still littered everywhere with deadfall, and that's why this location's perfect, because everything can return to nature and we haven't interrupted anything or harvested any other trees. It's all just been deadfall and freestanding stuff. But it's a beautiful spot here. There's some absolutely monster trees as well. Look at the size of this. Huge. And it goes up, they tower right up into the canopy. And it's a lovely canopy. You can see the kind of lime green colours on the ends of these branches of the Douglas fir and the spruce where the new growth has come out, and it's just this nice kind of natural camouflage. But yeah, definitely go check out Craig's channel, East Anglian Bushcraft. I'm sure you know him, and if you don't, you'll really love his content. He does loads of wild camping bits, adventures everywhere, awesome bushcraft camps. I always enjoy my time out with him. We're like brothers, so it's really nice to get back out with him, and hopefully it won't be too long until we're out again soon. We'll be making some plans around the campfire for future trips. But I'm going to pack down now, because we're going to basically head off after we've covered the shelter with some moss to give it a bit more rain protection and camouflage. So you'll see a few shots of that. We're going to pick moss from areas that are kind of tucked away and not too much from one place, and yeah, just give it a nice covering for a bit more protection and insulation as the winter months draw in. It's looking homely, Craig.
It's getting there, isn't it, dude?
It is awesome.
It'll look pretty beastie when it's got some moss on it.
Yeah, I reckon so. I reckon so. And it's been an awesome camp with you.
You too, my dude.
Like I said, go check him out, Craig from East Anglian Bushcraft.
Oh.
And yeah, awesome channel, awesome shelter in an awesome woodland. So like he said, we'll go collect some moss, because you can probably see it's absolutely everywhere. It litters the floor of this forest. It's beautiful. You can see the blisters on this Douglas fir, and that's all the resin that kind of squeezes out of them. That's a natural antiseptic, really good for burns, sore teeth. You can use it to cover up a cut. Also, obviously it's a valuable source of pine resin. And some of the blisters on these trees are huge. In fact, yesterday, I'll try and find the one. You can see the size of that blister. I snapped that off and it just exploded all over my face. It's quite funny. So yeah, really full of it, and a very typical characteristic of the Douglas fir. Smells like pineapple. So my camping spot's all packed away now. Craig has started layering some moss. In fact, there he is now with some. Looking amazing, lad.
Cool, isn't it, man?
It's looking really good.
Well good, mate.
I'll grab the gloves and do a load in a second, mate.
Yeah, buddy. That's a big bit, that.
That was. Gonna do a job. So there you have it, guys. A moss covered, thatched lean-to with a pine bough bed and a wool blanket. Obviously Craig stayed in that last night. We worked on that over this camping trip. And I hope you guys have enjoyed it as much as we have. It's been absolutely awesome doing it with you, Craig, mate.
You too, brother.
And yeah, until next time, stay safe. I'll see you soon, and definitely subscribe to EAB.